Hello guys, this is Amy from Gent Fence. Our company has a long history, around 30 years, and our main product is triangle bending fence, temper fence, chain fence, high security fence, tubular fence, farm fence, and so on. Thank you for your attention, and today I mainly introduce the product is the cattle panel. About the cattle panel, we have three types of the different structure and the different appearance. Now the sample is the first type of the first type, and our customer our customer have many farms. If you have a big farm and you have the cattle, you have the corn, and you have the horse and the sheep, you want to make them at the one place, then you can use the cattle panel, and the cattle panel can fix them, make them as a circle round, and make the cattle and make the horse and the sheep stay at the circle. It will be easy for you control them. And the first type of the cattle panel, there you can see the appearance and the surface treatment is so brightly. So about the surface treatment, we have two types. One is the pre-galvanized pipe, welded and painted the silver paint. It can make the surface looks very beautiful. And the second type of the surface treatment is the black tube, welded and then hot dip galvanized. And the surface, the zinc coating can reach the 400 gram per square meter. And you can see this is the different appearance. Now the vertical is the square tube, and the horizontal is the oval tube. And the size, about the vertical square tube, the size we can do is 40 by 40, 50 by 50, and 75 by 75. And the thickness we can do is 1.5 or 2.0 millimeter. And the oval tube, the size is we can do 30 by 80 and 30 by 60 and 40 by 80 and 42 by 150 millimeters. And the height, we usually do can 1.5 meter and 1.6 or 1.8 meter, and even we can do it 2.0 meter. And the length we usually recommend you is 2.0 meter and 2.5 and 3 and even 3.65 meters. We all can do that as your requirement. And there you can see there also have the oval tube numbers at the panel. This sample is 3 numbers of the horizontal tube. And we also have the 4 and the 5, even the 6 numbers, all are available for you. And look at the sample. There is a hinge on the side, and this side is the 2 hinge, and the panel with the 1 thing at this side and 2 hinge at this side, they will be using the pin to connect them. And the pin size, the diameter is usually 16 millimeters. We put it, connect the hinge, and then make the 2 panels together. And there you can see at the end of the post, vertical post, there is a base on the end of the vertical pipe. And also there is a hole on the base. When we make them stable, and then we should using the screw fix it and connect the panel on the ground. it can make them more stable and make them and using them make a circle. Okay, this is the first type of the square vertical tube and with the horizontal oval tube. And next I will introduce the horizontal and vertical of the square tubes for you. Okay, there you can see this is the two types of the kettle panel. There you can see the sample. The first we introduce is the vertical is the square tube, and the horizontal is the oval tube. And this type is the second type. Is no matter the vertical and the horizontal or the square tube. And the square tube size is 40 by 40, 50 by 50, and 75 by 75 millimeters. And the thickness is 1.5 or 2.0 millimeters. And there you also can see there is a metal cap on the top of the vertical square tube. It finished by welded, and it can prevent the rain into the square tube and make it rust. And also the bar you also can do it 3 numbers, 4 numbers, 5 numbers, and 6, even the 6 numbers all available. And about the distance between the two horizontal tubes, we can make the space is equal at their height, and we also can do at their side and make the different space between the two horizontal. And this type of the kettle panel is at the side. It also welded the pin and at the two sides, and using the pin connect it. And we just decide the pin diameter is 60 millimeters, and also there is a base at the end of the vertical tube, and also using the screw connect the panel with the ground. And no matter the vertical square tube or the horizontal square tube, and the vertical square tube and the oval horizontal tube, we all can do at their requirement and all available for you. And the surface treatment, also we can do two types. One is the pre-galvanized square tube welded and painted using the silver painted the welded and make them at the same surface treatment and looks it very well. And the zinc coating can reach the 40 to 60 gram per square meter. And we also can do the square tube is black and then welded, then hot dip galvanized, and the zinc coating can reach the 400 gram per square meter. The different zinc coating depend on the using life. If the 40 to 60 gram per square meter about the zinc coating, the using life may be 5 to 8 years, and the hot dip galvanized zinc coating can reach the 400 gram per square meter. The using life can reach the 10 years. And this is the two type of the kettle panel. No matter the vertical tube or the horizontal tube or the square tube. And the last one I will introduce is a different structure, and is a totally different structure and a totally different appearance. It's welded by the round tube. Okay, this is the third one. Also, it's the last one the last type of the kettle panel, where you can see there is a totally different structure and different appearance. The first I introduce is the square tube with the oval tube, and the second one I introduce is the all square tube, and the third one is all round tube. About the round tube, where the diameter we can do 32 millimeters, 40 millimeters, 48 millimeters, and the thickness 1.5 millimeters. And the surface treatment same with the square and the first and the two types. There are also have the two types. One is the pre-galvanized round tube welded and then painted the silver paint and make the surface as the same color. And the second is the black round tube welded and then hot dip galvanized. The first type, the zinc coating is 40 to 60 gram per square meter, and the second one is 400 gram per square meter. And you can see the vertical and the horizontal tube. The welded place, this one is no flatten, and it can make the panel more stable. And the height of the panel we usually do is 1.5, 1.6, 1.8, even 2.0 meter, and the length we recommend you 2.0 meter, 2.5, 3 or 3.65 meters. And at the panel, you can see also how the three numbers of the horizontal bar. The horizontal tube numbers, except the 3, we also can do the 4, the 5, even the 6, we all can do for you. And the distance of the two horizontal, we can do the equal for your as your panel height, and we also can do the different distance as your requirement, all available for you. And from the top, you can see there is a round, because the vertical tube is round, so the anti-ring cap is also round, and it has been finished welded on the top of the round tube. It can have a good effective on the anti-ring into the square tube and make it rust. And at the side, in front of me, you can see that this is also a different side with the square tube. The square tube has the hinge on the side, and the round tube has the connection on the side, and the connection diameter we usually do is 20 millimeters. And also using the pin, connect the two panels and put it into the connection, and the pin diameter is 60 millimeters. And following is the base. There you can see there is a bending tube, make it as a semicircle on the bottom of the post. It can make it looks like beautiful, and also it can make the panels more stable on the ground. Okay, we finished the introduction about the three types of the kettle panels, and we also have a simple instruct about the installation, and also instructed the simple process of the production. And the next I will introduce the packing terms of the three types of the kettle panel. The packing term, we all packed them on the pallet, and it can easily for loading and unloading, and it also can reduce the labor cost on the customer side. Okay, that's all the introduction about our kettle panel, and next I will introduce some related products. For example, the deer fence, the field fence, the T-post, and the last one is the Y-post for you. Okay, now next I will introduce the deer fence for you first. Okay, now first I will introduce our deer fence for you, and the second one is the field fence to you. And in fact, the two fence foundation are the same. It makes to circle the animals, but there is a difference about the note. Well, I will show you the difference about the deer fence and the field fence. You can see the note. This is the similar the circle one, and this knot it like a hinge, and this we call it the hinge knot fence, hinge knot, and this one we call it the fixed knot. This is different, and also there you can see there is a difference about these two deer fence. This one the wire is flattened, and this one have the bending on the horizontal wire. So I want to tell you we can do the two type of the horizontal wire, different appearance, but this one have the curve. It can make the fence is more stronger than the flat one. At this side, the deer fence and the field fence they have the same foundation but different about the knot. We just show you the details, and there are the top wire and the bottom wire, and all stronger than the inner wire. It's usually the top and the bottom. The wire is 3.4 meters, and the inner the wire is 2.5 meters, and they also have the same surface treatment. The hot dip galvanized, and the thin coating is 40 to 60 square meter, and we also can do the high hot dip galvanized, and the zinc coating can reach the 200 grams per square meter. As some customers will say, if they have the same top and bottom and the inner wire diameter, and they also have the same surface treatment, and they also have the same size about the field fence with the deer fence. How do we distinguish them except the knot? And and in fact there should be a little different because of the knot is different. So the deer fence, the fixed knot, the deer fence, it can more stronger than the hinge knot, the field fence. And the fence height, the fence specifications about the height we can do is from 800 millimeters to 2,300 millimeters. And the length we can do is the 50 meters or the 100 meters per row. Well, the process of the production about the deer fence and the field fence, the hot dip galvanized wire will woven by the automatic machine as a roll, then the process is finished. It's very simple and easy. And the packing terms, just when the finish the production, and we just need to the plastic film and circle it, and then pack them on the wooden pallet. Then the packing term is finished. Well, the next I will introduce about the T-post and the Y-post. It also can match with the deer fence and the field fence. Well, the first you can see there is a pinky green color T-post, and there is a steel pallet on it. And you can see why we call it T-post, because at the end of the post you can see the shape. It lacks a letter T, so we call it the T-post. It's more popular using in the American market. About the width, we have three types. One is the 0.95 pounds per feet and 1.25 pounds per feet and 1.33 pounds per feet. This is the width of the T-post, and the length we can do from 0.5 meter to even the 2.3 or even 3 meters, all available for you. And this one is the pinky green color, and also at the top you can see there is should be white color. It makes the T-post looks very well. And and except the green color, we also can paint it the black color or the red color as your requirement. And about the surface treatment, except the pinky color, we also have this type. This one is hot dip galvanized, and the zinc coating can reach the 400 grams per square meter. And the T-post connect with the deer post or the field fence, with the deer fence and the field fence. I will show you. It just make them as clear, and using the metal clips connect the T-post with the field fence and the deer fence. It will be okay. And next I will introduce the Y-post. You can see this is the pinky black color Y-post, and we also call it star picket because of at the end of you can see the shape is like a letter Y, so we call it Y-post. And it's different with the T-post. There is a hole on the post, on the Y-post, and there you can see there is a U shape on the top of the Y-post. The foundation of the U shape, it can fix the field fence or the deer fence at here, and then it will be hung the fence, not it come down. And then you can use the plastic clips connect the T-post with the farm fence. And this one is a pinky black color, and we also can do another colors for as your requirement. And they also have another surface treatment. This one is the hot dip galvanized. And the Y-post width, about the T-post width, we also have the three types. One is the 1.43 kilogram per meter and 1.86 kilogram per meter and the 2.04 kilogram per meter. And the height we can do from the 0.6 meter to 3 meters, similar like the T-post. And the T-post and the Y-post packing, we usually pack them on the steel pallet, and it's easy for loading and unloading. It also can reduce the labor cost on the customer side. And now we all finished the farm related all products like the cattle panel with the 3 types of the different appearance and the different structure. And we also introduced the related about the field fence and the deer fence, and also have a simple instruction about the T-post and the Y-post, and how to connect the field fence with the T-post and the Y-post. So if you want to know more information, please contact me, and I'm Amy from Hebei Jet Fence.